time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here's Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Titans at 500, 7-7 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
3rd and 12.
Trap 50, trap 50. Ready?
To throw, here's Ward.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Mahomes will do it himself. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Off play action, Ward.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
60
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Ward.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Now Ward. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ward.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Ward.
He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced a mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the
wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Bellinger,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. A gain of 5. First down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On the run, this is Gray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ward now. From the gun, he'll throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Ward. That's complete to DK.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a
Titans touchdown. Chimere Dike.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Mahomes.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10. Here's Ward.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
To throw, here's Ward. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Ironman.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Cougar 19. Go.
Again, it's Ward.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chimere Dike.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let's go now. Ready,
Off play action, Ward. Open man down the field. That's Heilmann.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
27 yards. And the Titans, 1st down.
Here we go. Back.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. To throw is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's good.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Sly able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around.
Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger from 3 yards out.
And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now here's Mahomes.
Throw fighting Fulton over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, we got a pause here for an injured player, and as you can see, that's Patrick Mahomes right now who's in some discomfort, and everybody kind of holding their breath.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking to throw, Oladokin.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Oladokin looking to pass it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Let's go now. Ready?
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Check.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the 6.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Get it. Let's go.
There's a quarterback sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Got it. Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Wandale Robinson, 99 yards. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Go.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there on the opening play of this drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Oladokin off the play fake. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss. Oladokin.
Short throw held in by Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Glad to put my defensive cap on right now. And I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal, Kansas City.
Here's Walker.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And Oladokin going to throw it here.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Second down, Pollard again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Ready.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete to DK.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and is off.
Got a man, it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Billick Iomanner with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, nice move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Okay, great.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, it was just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up